All right, everybody. Today we're going to continue looking at multiplication. Yesterday we looked at two-digit numbers times one-digit number. And today we are going to focus on three-digit numbers times a one-digit number. So we're going to start off with our standard algorithm like we did yesterday. Standard algorithm. Now this is the way that the majority of adults are going to do multiplication, because this is the way the majority of adults were taught how to do multiplication. And this is the way that people tend to use the most often. So if I have the number 259 and I am multiplying that three-digit number times 2. To do the standard algorithm, I'm going to start just like I did yesterday in the ones place, and I'm going to multiply 9 times 2. What is 9 times 2? 18. I can't fit 18 down here, so I have to regroup. So now I'm going to move to the tens place. And again, I am multiplying the tens place times 2. I have to multiply all three top numbers by the 2. So if I multiply 5 times 2, what do I get? 10. And then I add one more to that to get 11. Now I move to the hundreds place. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus one more is 518. Now, another strategy that I can use is the distributive property.
Okay. I kind of think that's the easiest, to be honest. I like the standard. Yeah, I think percentage is the easiest.
So the distributive property tells me that if I have 259 times 2, that's the same thing as saying 2 times 200 plus 50 plus 9. In other words, I can say 2 times 200 plus 2 times 50 plus 2 times 9. It takes a while, but I will tell you this. Whenever I have to multiply something mentally, like if somebody was like, and I didn't have any paper to write down on, and I didn't have a calculator, and somebody wanted to know really quickly what was 259 times 2, mentally, this is what I do. In my mind, I say, well, it's 400 plus another 100 would be 500 plus 18, 518. That's really what I do. So I would say 2 times 200, I know is 400. 2 times 50, 100. And 2 times 9 is 18. And when I add those up, I do get the same answer of 518. Thank you, sir. All right, and then my last strategy that we can use is partial products. And this is the one that is kind of a blend between these two.
This one's a little confusing, to be honest.
That's okay. You know, everybody tends to have their favorites. So if I have 259 times 2, I know that I can break apart 259 into 200, 50,
Oh, never mind.
and 9.
Okay,
And this is the one that, I don't know, a lot of people like this one too because it's sort of like this without all of the confusing parentheses.
yeah, that one's, I think the distributive property is the hardest for me.
Because the parentheses probably kind of throw you off.
Yeah.
So this is sort of like the distributive property, except we don't use parentheses with it. That's the difference. So 200 times 2, 400. 50 times 2, 100. 9 times 2, 18. Add them up, and we get 518. Right? So today on your math papers, you may choose which strategy to use, but you do need to make sure that you show me all your work as you're working so I can see how to help if you need some help. Yes, ma'am, can I? Yes, that was like the standard algorithm that most of us were using yesterday. You did the standard algorithm. I will keep this up.
This video is exactly 6 minutes and about 10
Almost,
seconds.
yeah. All right. So I am going to hand out your papers. My virtual people or quarantine people, you have work online on Common Core sheets. So happy multiplication.